Yes, Charles. There was one that was 69, so I kind of stopped anyway. But so 2, 69, 24, 94, 51. 43, 55, 23, 16, 62. Yeah, I shut the stream down and reopened it real quick because YouTube was off, but Facebook was still on. So I don't know. All right, so that's for that one. So 69. Okay, and Trilogy. That has serial numbers 2. Once Charles pops back in here. Okay, so Charles, on your Trilogy, you've got your bottoms are 8, then there's 46, 14, 12, 84. The bottom on this side is 36. One's hidden by the upper deck sticker. 3, 96, and 51. Bottom left. All right. Good luck, Charles. How's it going, everybody? It's Ron from LiveCaseBreak.com doing 2 personal boxes for Charles, some 2021 hockey. We got a box of SPX and a box of Trilogy. Good luck. Alright, first pack of Trilogies, just because I haven't opened any of this yet. Start right off with the blue. Schenn. Ingram, rookie for the Preds. Bowers out of 7.99 for the Avs. And then Ovechkin. Svechnikov. Jones. You got Byram. And you got a puck auto. Victor Arvidsson for the Preds. I'll make Alex go, come on. Come on. I don't remember, though. Arvidsson's one you like, though. Signature pucks. That's from 1920. All right, see you in a few months. Tays got a Super Stage rookie, Nick Robertson. Odegaard relic out of $4.99. Alex, I still have graded cards here. I don't know what I'm doing with. Am I just taking those over to Tim? Chuck, Stahl, Yellison, and you've got a $2.99 Krafstov. Rookie premieres. Gallagher, Crosby, Carlson, rookie super stage. You got a Krafstov out of $9.99, rookie premier level 1. Do you want them, like, Tim to sell them for you? Pedersen? Bailey? I'll text you about them. Jolvi out of $4.99. You got Linshoff rookie premieres level 2. And that was your trilogy box. Sounds good, Charles. Got Dylan Coghlan out of $3.49. Obsidian Rookies Black. Nikita Gusev, relic for the Devils. There are no Blues hits. Got rookie jerseys, Shane Bowers. Auto in there. That is 156 out of 375 for the Avs. You get SPX rookie jerseys, Lafreniere. And your last one is a Jack Hughes out of $2.99. And there you go, Charles. There are your 2 boxes, sir. Find more of those. LiveCaseBreak.com. This is Ron. I'm out. Was Bowers any good for the Avs? All right, Finest is still uploading because I waited so long. I noticed that, Steve. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna do my regular time. I haven't done 2 day weekend in a long time because of that's not what I do anymore. But um, I figure we get the other two Finest done, get at least one SPX done. Hopefully, probably with 5 already taken, it'll probably be guaranteed. I gotta crunch the numbers. It's hard to do like with teams unsold with that break, doing break credit giveaway the way I normally do if it's not filled. And then that's not fair to you guys if I have to take the break credit away because you're buying in with the break credit. You know what I mean? Sounds good. You do have, I'm just mentioning it, Steve, just because you grabbed the J's in 1, 2, and 3, but not in 4. I'm not pressuring you to get into 4. I just didn't know if you realized that. Because I know you bought the Sabres on that same order, so I know it was a large order. But I didn't want you to come back and be like, I thought I had the J's. Gotcha. Yep. What's up, Matt? Peer pressure is real. Neither of the hockey yet, just 2 of the Finest. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, and then we'll get the other 2 Finest and get that SPX moving. 5 more fills it, Steve. So we have, it's only a 10 spot break, but you pick your first team. So all the teams get listed. So, but it's only a 10 spot total. That's the hard part with the sell sheet looks more daunting, right? Like, oh man, it's not even close to filling. But I got to figure out maybe a better way to do maybe I can do the sell sheet so it really only shows the 10 spots, but I like to show what teams are left for the random as well. But here are the links for them. Anybody joining in that might not have been there earlier. So we've got 2 finest breaks, 3 and 4. And then we have the way the SPX hockey works. You pick your first team. You're going to get 2 more random ones based off the 21 teams that are left. We give away $100 break credit right off the get-go. And as those higher, more expensive teams get sold, the extra goes right into the pool for break credit giveaways. Reason for that is, they're taking away better teams out of your pool to get in the random, so you're potentially rewarded with break credit instead. So anything over the base price on these ones are $210. You can kind of see the majority of them are $210. So any teams that sell that are more than $210, that extra goes right into the pool. So we're at about like $300 in the giveaway right now. Due to the Rangers and the Oilers selling. Okay, that's loading. That's loading. I start this one. I did Charles. He so the night of Sterling, I went to bed before Larry even opened it. So I wake up to a message from Steve like at like 11. He's like, "Holy crap!" And that's all it said. So I'm like, "What happened?" You know, and he goes, "Oh man, Sterling." And I was like, "Oh, I haven't watched it. I'll watch it right as I pop into work." So I'm just going through like fast forwarding it, you know, seeing what the serial numbers are and where they match up. But I'm like, "Oh man, like that was, you know, got the Bat Barrel." Then it was the Ichiro, and then it was I don't remember what the third one was, you know. But I'm like, holy crap, that was a good night. Oh, the story, yeah. You do what you got to do. All right, that's done. That's done. That's done. I'm all caught up. I know he usually sends me photos, but I also don't buy into anything. Mostly, I just got not screwed. I just forgot to read the fine print. I finally was excited to get into Bill's break, and I got into a few of them actually. I got into 8 half casers, so 4 cases total. And I didn't even check the fine print, and they don't ship base cards. So I'm irritated because now I have to still go buy the base set for one of these football sets. And on principle, I stopped buying breaks where they don't ship the base. So I was excited that it finally was in a price range that I was comfortable in. And then I cried a little. It was not on purpose, Nate. It was not on purpose. I didn't even think about it. Blindly bought. But the nice thing for me this year is so far all the new product that's come out, bills in like a full case has only been in between $35 and $50 on those like Legacy and Score. So things like Luminance, which I really like, should be fairly inexpensive. Higher end product like Select and Prism, it still won't be $400, $500 hopefully. I didn't get a wheel spin, no. I didn't buy from a place that has wheel spins. There isn't, Charles. And I say that knowing like Larry does that sometimes, right? So you choose to get into it, right? But that's something like I've never been comfortable with personally. So far all my stuff, everything's shipped. But I'm not, there's folks that just don't care, right? They don't collect it the way I do. So that's fine. Yeah. Or, I mean, even if you sell a spot for the base, I guess, but I don't know. Even the selling the spot's kind of odd to me. Just because after this year, we saw what like second and third year cards can do. And certain players, it doesn't matter what, you get those top names and they're just still worth something. So that's part of my problem with it. And then if the cards, some of those sets, right, there's not short prints. But if there's short prints, I don't trust the sorter to know the difference. Or the breaker, might miss it. I missed that 1 of 1, right? If we didn't ship the women's divisional base, your 1 of 1 wouldn't have come to you and you wouldn't have known you had a 1 of 1. Right. Right. So that's why, like, in my head, just ship it all. Right? Like, you're charging, if you're not charging enough for the sorting and shipping, then increase your prices to accommodate for that. I don't think that's a problem, though. I mean, it is time consuming. Bowman, especially stuff with that thin paper stock. Like I'll be 100% honest. Those 2 cases of Bowman Hobby I did, those took 9 hours to sort and ship, to box them up, prep all the cards, get the firsts all like into like cases so that the firsts don't get damaged. It is time consuming. But you price it accordingly to that. But it was one of those things. I bought into the 8th break, and I was on live with the breaker, and they're like, "I don't think base ships in Legacy," and I was like, "Son of a bee," because 3 of the breaks had already gone, or 4, yeah, 4 of the breaks, but at that time had already gone. So. And most of the time, too, when you're like you kind of have to sort through it anyway to pull out the cards. So it just is, it doesn't add that much more time once you're already sorting through it to pull out inserts and pull out. With Bowman, to get the first and rookies out, it barely added anything to then just do the vets. You know, you already had to look at every card to see if they're first and rookies. I didn't type it that way. I just didn't type anything. They said it, and I knew where I messed up. Because they're just gonna say, "Well, it's in the description," and I'd go, "Yep, I didn't read it." Because I was just assuming you're not shysters and you stealing from me. I did well for where are they? I'm a fan of I like Legacy. So I did pretty decently, but it's our rookies this year are all defense. So right, they're not going to hold a lot of value. You know what I did 2 weeks ago, Charles? My boss was like, "Do you want to go?" So we used to like kind of event sessions all the time at a place right around the corner here, and he's like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So it was weird being in there, and it was a bar, and they still have plexiglass up like between the seats, so like two people can sit within plexiglass, but it it was nice. Where are the yeah? It is very Avs like. I used to wear it often when breaking hockey, hoping for Makars for Dan, and it never worked. Maybe because I wore this shirt, that's why it didn't work. Hig just snagged the Red Sox for tomorrow. Thank you, Hig. That's the only thing that's been running through my head though with National. That'll be the first like big place where lots of people are around that I've been to, And we've been so cooped up for the last year and a half that like it's gonna be odd for me. Because I still have to worry about my kids, right? So me and my wife, we have the vaccine, so we should be fine, right? And hopefully, it's not something we bring back. But that's going to be my only, like, my wife's reservation, specifically when we're, like, depending on what we do at the Nats. But should be fun. Yeah, I think it'll just because it's the first thing, Nate. So, like, it'll probably be fine day two. Day one will be a lot of, like, squeezing through aisles. But it should be fun. I mean, it'll be exciting. I think to see if the few of you that can get there. It's been pretty long. Yeah, I had the second Pfizer, and it I had a day where I just was really off. Just everything was like sore, but I wasn't. I could move around and everything. I just didn't feel like it. So it wasn't horrible. Katie was about the same. I didn't have the urge to really like move around a lot. I was relaxing on the couch, and then I think that was part of it though, right? Because I wasn't moving. I was stiffening up to begin with, but then there was the added little bit of side effect. So, but I had the same. I did Pfizer as well. Maybe you're just stronger than all of us, Charles. Did you ever watch Fringe? You kind of have the look of one of those guys that eats the hot peppers. What's up, Pago? There you go, Charles. There's a song for you. I just sent you a link to. That's on my programming playlist, so I know it quite well. All right, I'm gonna get to crashing shortly here. I don't want to cut your conversation short though, so give it a bit. But we will be on with finest two more cases tomorrow. At least one of the SPXs. That's the gotta get that Blake Griffin. Make this shoe worth more. You have to see how gigantic this is. Let me see. What do I have for a comparison? Let me grab one of mine. I guess that doesn't look that impressive now. Mine's a 12. Blake's is a 16. He's too white to play with him? Isn't he currently playing or no? It's I bought it for my nephew. It's a Christmas present. It's signed. It was in a what product is that? Hold on. I just had the bag. Hit Parade. So there was two shoes likely and they broke it up into two different hits. I was gonna see if I get the second shoe, but I haven't found it on eBay yet. To have the pair. Because it's kind of weird just having one shoe. But it was one of the few. This is Beckett certified. The other one out there, there's a couple pairs and they're certified by like a company that a lot of people say like they'll authenticate anything that comes in. Yeah, I was gonna look up displays. I was gonna see. I didn't want to get a display for one, and then end up finding the second one. So, I'm kind of holding off. I have till closer to Christmas to figure it out. But I keep buying him autographs, and I'm like, I just want to do something different. Like you can only have so many cards, and he's not like a big card collector, so he's not into that world. He likes having the autos, but after so many, it's not as exciting. Like, oh, another card with an autograph. So I sent a lot of them to get PSAs. Now he's got some PSA 10s, mostly 9, sadly. But he's got some 10s, and those at least are potential investments later for him. But I wanted to do something different. So I got him the shoe. I want to eventually get him a ball, and then his college jersey signed because my nephew went to the same college. So that'll be what I slowly work on. Then I want to eventually get him if he likes that stuff and has a house eventually that he can fit it. I want to get him. There's like locker displays So they kind of look like, you get the jersey and it's hanging up. You get the ball, hat, maybe a photo, the shoe. So then you can kind of display it all in one spot a little bit nicer. But auto playing ads, NBA.com. Yeah, I just don't have the memorabilia yet for it. So I didn't want to get them and then like, okay, here's a shoe, right? Because then if I can't really find the other items, he has balls out there. He has the jerseys, but they're the I don't know what they're called. Like the Asian jerseys. It's like the stuff you get from Leaf Memorabilia. He didn't really. It's not the same jersey they play in. So I want to see if I can actually get that, like a legit jersey from the school sign. But I don't know if he does any private signings. So that's the other thing too. Is I just got to find out how to get into that world so I can know when private signings happen. All right, guys, I'm going to shut her down for the night. Like I said, I'll be on tomorrow. Do the same normal hours. So look for the mailer for Well, you guys already know if you're on Finest and SPX. All right, later all. Bye.